Good morning, first graders. Today is Wednesday, May 6th. We only have 3 pages we'll be working on together today. We will be working on academic vocabulary, a little bit of spelling, and then on an activity page called prepositions. Let's go ahead and get our interactive out. And we'll begin with our academic vocabulary. So we're going to work on something called context clues. This is on page 123. Again, page 123. So context clues are words or pictures that help you figure out what a word means. So for example, oftentimes in reading, we come across a word and we're not sure what it means, but we can use the other words around it to determine the meaning of that word. So let's talk about the directions. Read the sentences. Highlight the context clues that help you understand the meanings of the underlined words. So go ahead and get a highlighter ready, or if you don't have a highlighter, you can use a pen or pencil and circle the context clues instead of highlighting. Let's take a look at number 1. The underlined word is sensed. The entire problem says, I sensed something. It was the wind that I felt. So what did you sense? When you sense something, you're using one of those 5 senses. And what's the sense that they're talking about in the second sentence? I sensed the wind. It's something I felt. So the word you should be highlighting is the word felt, okay? Felt gives us a clue of what the word sensed means. When you sense something, you feel that it's there. And so in this sentence, what did we feel? We felt the wind. I sensed something. It was the wind that I felt. Let's move on and try number 2. Number 2. I expect an early spring because I predict warmer weather is coming. Okay, so our word is expect. And there's another word in this sentence that gives us a clue to what expect means. So I'm expecting an early spring. Why? Because I predict warmer weather is coming. So this person is predicting that warmer weather is coming. They believe that warmer weather is coming, and that's why they're expecting an early spring. They believe that the season spring will begin a little earlier than maybe in past seasons. So you should highlight or circle the word predict. Number 3, some informational books can tell you facts about spring. Okay, this is an informational book. What is it telling me? What does informational mean? Facts. Facts. I know that something's informational if it's filled with facts. So you should highlight or circle the word facts. When you're ready, let's go ahead and move on. We are going to skip the next page. We're skipping page 124, and we're going straight to page 125. Now, this is a page that I'll give you directions for, but I believe it's something you can do independently, and it's something you should practice doing independently too. And then if you have a grown-up with you at home, maybe they can check the work for you. So we talked about that ooh sound earlier this week using the letters U-E, E-W, and U-I. And we see those letters combined to make that ooh sound in the words true, flew, and suit. Okay, now our spelling words for the week are fruit, new, clue, juice, through, crew, blue, and glue. And all of these words use either the UE, the EW, or the UI to make the OO sound. And your job is to sort those words. So for example, clue has already been sorted for you. You can see the UE makes the OO sound in the word clue. And so you would write clue right here. Cross it out from your word box or circle it when you're finished. If it were me, I like to do these things in order. So I might go to the word fruit. I see fruit, and I see that the U and the I are making the OO sound. So I would write fruit in the UI section of this page. Go ahead and do the rest of this page on your own. You also need to write the word because and the word laugh. Those are 2 of your words to know. When you're finished with this page, we're going to move on to page 126. On page 126, we'll be talking about prepositions. We will be looking at an example or 2 and then filling in some blanks to practice using prepositions. So what is a preposition? Oops, there we go. A preposition shows how the noun that follows it is related to other words in the sentence. The connection can be about time, place, direction, or movement. So here are two examples. The first example reads, I see buds during spring. So during is in bold because that's the preposition. The preposition is during, and it tells me the time. So remember, it says a preposition shows how the noun that follows it is related to other words in the sentence. So the noun that follows during is spring. I see buds during spring. And it's telling me the time. During is telling me when you see the buds. If I just said I see buds, I could say when. You would say during spring. So we need that preposition during to tell us the time. What about the next sentence? I planted tulips in the pots. I see that in is my preposition. It's in bold. I could have just said I planted tulips, but I might say where, which is why I have place in parentheses. And you would say in the pots. The pots are being described by this preposition, okay, which is why pots follow in. So where? In the pots. Let's go ahead and take a look at these sentences. It says to edit the sentences by writing the best preposition from the box. We have the prepositions at, near, and beyond. Let's go ahead and read these sentences. The first one says, I look at the sunflowers. Go ahead and fill in at. Now we know we only have two words left, near or beyond. So if something's near, it's pretty close to you. If something is beyond, it might be further away. Let's read our two sentences so we can use process of elimination to figure out which word goes where. The next sentence says, they are far blank the fence. They are far blank the fence. Near or beyond? Our next sentence says, we can plant blank the sunflowers. We can plant blank the sunflowers. So in this first sentence again, it says they are far blank the fence. So if they are far, would we say they are far near the fence? That just doesn't make sense because far and near are antonyms, they're opposites. So we would say they are far beyond the fence, much further beyond the fence. So you need to write beyond. Our next sentence says we can plant blank the sunflowers. Our only word left is near. We can plant near the sunflowers. Go ahead and fill those out. That's it for today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to help you. Again, you only have 3 pages you're working on today, page 123, 125, and 126. Have a great afternoon. Bye, you guys.